Have you ever helped someone again and again until you felt completely exhausted? Have you ever said yes when deep inside your heart you wanted to say no? Many of us grow up believing something very simple. If you are kind to people, people will be kind to you. If you help others, they will appreciate you. If you give your time and energy, people will respect you. But life sometimes teaches a different lesson. Sometimes the more you give, the more people expect. And if you are not careful, your kindness can slowly turn into something heavy, a burden. This is a story about a boy named Henry, a boy who loved helping people, a boy who believed that being kind was the most important thing in life. But one day, Henry learned something surprising. He learned that kindness alone is not enough, and that lesson changed the way he lived forever. Henry was a student at a small high school. He wasn't the most popular student. He wasn't the loudest. But he was known for one thing. He was always willing to help. If someone didn't understand math, Henry would explain it. If someone missed class, Henry would share his notes. If someone felt sad or stressed, Henry would sit with them and listen. Because of this, many students liked Henry. Teachers trusted him. Classmates often said things like, "Ask Henry, he'll help you." Henry knows how to explain things. Henry never says no. At first, Henry felt happy hearing those words. He believed helping people made him valuable. He believed kindness made him a good person, and he was right. But there was something Henry didn't realize yet. One Monday afternoon, Henry was sitting in the library. He had a lot of homework. But before he could start studying, two classmates walked over. "Hey, Henry," one of them said, "can you explain this science chapter?" Henry smiled. "Sure." He spent almost an hour helping them. Just as they finished, another student came over. "Henry, I'm really confused about the math assignment." Henry looked at his watch. He was already late, but he still said, "Okay, let's take a look." By the time Henry finally left the library, the sun was already setting. He had helped 3 different students, but he had not finished his own homework. That night, Henry stayed up late trying to finish everything. He told himself, "It's okay. Helping people is important." And at first it felt good, but something slowly started to change. Days turned into weeks. More and more students began asking Henry for help. At lunch, after school, sometimes even during class breaks. At first, people said, "Thank you, Henry." But slowly the words changed. Instead of gratitude, there were expectations. Students began saying things like, "Henry, explain this." "Henry, show me the answer." "Henry, I didn't do the homework. Can you help me finish it quickly?" Sometimes Henry didn't even have time to think. People just assumed he would help, and almost every time Henry said yes, because he didn't want to disappoint anyone, because he didn't want people to think he was selfish. But deep inside, Henry began to feel tired, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally. One afternoon, Henry had a very important exam the next day. He needed to study. He went to the library early and opened his book. But just a few minutes later, a classmate sat down next to him. "Henry, I really need help with this chapter." Henry hesitated. He really needed to study. But the classmate looked stressed. So Henry said, "Okay." They studied together for almost an hour. After that student left, another classmate came, then another. By the time Henry looked at the clock again, his study time was gone. The library was closing. He walked home slowly that night. Something inside him felt wrong. He kept asking himself one question: why do I feel so tired? When I'm trying to do something good. The next week, the exam results were posted. Henry walked toward the board. He looked for his name. When he found it, he felt surprised. His score was lower than usual. Not terrible, but not good either. Then he noticed something else. Several students he helped had scored higher than him. They were celebrating, laughing, talking happily. But no one looked at Henry. No one said, "Thanks for helping us study." No one asked, "Did you have enough time to prepare?" Henry stood there quietly. For the first time, he felt something he had never felt before. He felt invisible. That afternoon, Henry's English teacher noticed something. Henry looked quiet and distracted. After class, she called him over. "Henry," she said gently, "you seem different today." Henry hesitated. Then he said, "I like helping people, but sometimes I feel like people only come to me when they need something." The teacher listened carefully. Then she said something very important. "Helping people is beautiful, but helping without limits can hurt you." Henry looked confused. "What do you mean?" The teacher continued. "If you are always available, people may stop respecting your time. If you always say yes, people may stop valuing your effort." Henry thought about this. "So, should I stop helping people?" The teacher smiled. "No, just learn when to help and when to protect your time." The next day during lunch, Henry sat down with his books. He planned to study quietly. Just a few minutes later, a student approached him. "Henry, can you explain this entire chapter to me?" Henry took a deep breath. For a moment, his old habit almost returned. But then, he remembered his teacher's words. And calmly, he said, "I can help you after school, but right now I need to study." The student looked surprised. But after a moment, he nodded. "Okay." Henry opened his book again. For the first time in weeks, he studied without interruptions, and something interesting happened. Instead of feeling guilty, Henry felt calm. Over the next few weeks, Henry began to change the way he helped people. He still helped, but not all the time. Sometimes he said, "I can help later." Sometimes he said, "Let's solve it together." Sometimes he simply said, "I can't right now." At first, some students were surprised, but slowly something unexpected happened. People started respecting Henry's time. When he did help someone, they paid more attention, because now his help was not automatic. It was valuable. One day, a student named Daniel approached Henry. "Hey Henry," he said, "I know you're good at explaining math. I'm really struggling with it, but I don't want you to do my work for me. Could we study together?" Henry smiled. This felt different. This felt fair. They studied together for an hour. Both of them learned. Both of them improved, and for the first time in a long time, helping someone felt right again. Months later, Henry thought about everything that had happened. He realized something important. Kindness is powerful. Helping others is beautiful. But kindness must also include respect for yourself. Because if you give everything away, you may end up with nothing left. And when that happens, your kindness cannot help anyone, not even yourself. So if you are someone who always helps others, someone who always says yes, someone who always gives your time and energy, remember this: your kindness is a strength, but kindness without boundaries can slowly destroy you. Real kindness means helping others, respecting yourself, and choosing wisely where your energy goes. Because one person who appreciates your kindness is worth more than 100 people who take it for granted. And that is the story of Henry the boy who learned that kindness needs wisdom. If you enjoyed this story, you just practiced listening to real English through storytelling. And if you want to improve your English with more meaningful stories like this, don't forget to subscribe to Learn English with Lavi. Here, every story helps you learn English naturally while learning powerful lessons about life. See you in the next story.